So good afternoon to everybody watching. We've a rather eerie atmosphere here at Home Park as Plymouth Argyle prepare to entertain Southend United. It's 3 weeks since Argyle's last home fixture, so Southend's visit is long overdue. It was delightful to see two lovely Martin Barlow goals versus Walsall at the end of last month, but since then Argyle have suffered two away defeats, 1-0 against York and last Saturday a 3-0 defeat up at Luton Town. Southend on the pitch first, obviously eager to get on with things. We just await the home side, Plymouth Argyle. So can Argyle return to winning ways this afternoon? They take on a Southend side who've yet to collect a point on their travels this season. It's been a tough start to management for Alvin Martin, who replaced Ronnie Whelan in the summer. Their 2-0 home defeat by Bristol City last week was watched by the Blues' lowest crowd for 5 years. Also, with both sides in the bottom four today, it really is a case of crunch time. Today's team news then, and Carlo Corazon returns after recovering from a sprained ankle for Argyle. He suffered this injury whilst playing for Canada against Mexico in a World Cup qualifier last week. Martin Barlow has reported no ill effects from the shin injury he sustained last Saturday and takes his place at number 7. In goal for Plymouth Argyle, John Sheffield, 2 Simon Collins, 3 Paul Williams, 4 Ronnie Morget, 5 Mick Heathcote, 6 Paul Watton, 7 Martin Barlow, 8 Mark Saunders, 9 Adrian Littlejohn, 10 Carlo Corazon and 11 Chris Billy. Neil Illman, Earl Jean and Paddy Wilson are the Argyle subs. Southend are without their top goal scorer Jeroen Burr. He's out with a stress fracture, whilst Paul Williams is sidelined following a knee operation. And former Liverpool star Mike Marsh also fails to make an appearance this afternoon. Let's have a look at the players who do make it for Southend then. In goal is Simon Royce, 2 Julian Hales, 3 Nathan Jones, 4 Regis Coulbant, 5 Ben Lewis, 6 Andy Harris, 7 Martin Allen, 8 Philip Gridlett, 9 Andy Remmel, 10 is Sada Nadai, 11 is Adrian Clark, and the substitutes for Southend are Keith Dublin, Chris Perkins and Andy Thompson. The referee this afternoon is Clive Wilkes, a car trader from Gloucester. E.A. Martin and I. Whitehouse are his assistants, and R. Scott is the 4th official. So it's going to be rather strange with no seats available to spectators today. But the fans who are here, standing up, are making a good atmosphere and no doubt going to get behind their side this afternoon. Looking at the Argyle team, looks like Simon Collins, who switched to full-back against Luton last week and did a good job, stays there, so Chris Billy can take in a more advanced position. Good to see Carlo Corazon back in the side. He's not had a best of starts to the season, what with suspension and international duty, but he's now back in full flow. And with Canada's World Cup commitments over, there should be no more call-ups to far fetches of the world for Corazon. So we're about to get underway then. The second division fixture, Plymouth Argyle against Southend United. Promises to be a good game. What with a lot of pressure on both sides at the moment, in the wrong half of the table. Adrian Littlejohn and Chris Billy are standing over the ball, ready to get this fixture underway. Argyle have failed to score in 5 of their last 7 games, so goals obviously vital for the Pilgrims this afternoon. A long ball there from Paul Watton, and first touch of the day for Simon Royce. Arguably the best goalkeeper in the division, Simon Royce. Only 26 years of age, so he's got a few years left in him yet. That was Morget's header. Number 2 here is Julian Hales. Well, Heathcote, but trying to get down the end of this, he fails to do so. It now falls kindly to Martin Allen. Simon Collins, the Plymouth Argyle number 2 this afternoon, plays it back to his goalkeeper, John Sheffield. Summer signing from Peterborough United. The referee gives a free kick to Southend. Rather scrappy start to this game. Flick on there by Morget, and he wins a free kick in the process. Corazon's chasing this one. Just too much pace on the ball for Corazon to get on the end of that, and it'll be a Southend goal kick. Argyle lining up then, it looks like with a flat back four. Watson and Heathcote, the 2 centre-backs. Collins and Williams, the 2 full-backs. We've got Saunders, Barlow and Morget in midfield. Attacking midfielders, Chris Billy and Adrian Littlejohn and Carlo Corazon, the 2 strikers this afternoon for Plymouth. That's Paul Williams with the header. It's Argyle's throw-in. Andy Harris there, under pressure from Adrian Littlejohn. And now it's Martin Barlow, who scored 2 superb goals in Argyle's last home game against Walsall. That consequently won Argyle the game. It's Paul Williams. Takes on the new signing for Southend there, Sada Nadaya. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Billy well in. And again. Argyle's player of the year, Chris Billy. Versatile performer. Played so well at fullback last season once Mark Patterson broke his leg. And now playing in the position that I think he was originally signed for, that more attacking role. This looks dangerous. It's Adrian Clark. Good run being made here. The shot's into the back of the net and Paul Watson fails to keep it out. Nathan Jones is going to take the credit. A superb run from defence there by Nathan Jones. 3 minutes into this game. The worst of possible starts for Argyle. The shot beat Sheffield. It also beat Paul Watson, who tried his very best to keep the ball out the back of the net. He failed to do so. 3 minutes into this game, it's Plymouth Argyle 0, Southend 1, and Nathan Jones is going to take the credit for that goal. Test now of Argyle's character. That's Southend's 4th away goal of the season. Not the best of tallies in the world. But you have to say it was an outstanding run from defence, supporting his attackers by Jones. And once he shot, Watson was always going to be in trouble, and he failed to kick the ball out of the net. And the Southend fans are the ones who are cheering at the moment. There's the goal-scoring hero, Jones. Nathan Jones, 24 years of age. Alvin Martin's first signing. Signed from the Spanish side CD Numancia, I think it is. Wherever it was signed from, they were Spanish. And Alvin Martin was taking advantage of the Bosman rule and got him on a free. That's a free kick there by Simon Collins. Fails to reach the attackers. And now Adrian Clark on the ball. Andy Rammel. Sada Nadaye, furthest man forward there. Barlow was just shrugged off the ball. Bit of a tangle going on there, but players carry on. Number 2 here, Julian Hales. It's an inviting cross looking for Rammel. In the end, it will fall to Adrian Clark, who gets another cross in. The shot there by Rammel, blocked only half by the Argyle defence, and Morget is going to have to complete the job. Southend, you have to say, are on top at the moment. Here's Andy Rammell, away by Heathcote. Beautifully brought down there by Billy. And here's Nadaye. A lot of the ball here, Adrian Clark. To good effect, Andy Rammell. And unlike the goal there, Paul Watson got into good effect that time. Superb clearance, preventing a near certain chance on goal for Rammell. Here's Little John. Well, Andy Harris with a back pass. Well, that was the intended target. Simon Royce, in the end, the advertising hoardings with the first contact with the ball, and Argyle earned their first corner of the game. It's the cue for Mick Heathcote to push himself forward. 1 goal this season for the Argyle captain. Can he add to his tally here? Martin Barlow might be trying to pick him out here with this corner. Indeed, it's Morget. There's still a chance here for Argyle to create an opportunity. Collins' cross is very poor. And now Paul Williams, the only one back here who can continue the Argyle attack. Trying to pick out Little John, but far too much pace on the ball. And it's a Southend goal kick. So what a bargain Simon Royce has proved to be. £35,000 he cost from Haybridge Swifts. And there's then a lot of rave reviews of late. Been hearing a lot about this keeper. Clearly an Argyle throw-in. Paul Williams. Corazon shakes his head, disappointed with the standard of that ball that was intended for him. Gridlett concedes a throw-in. Here's Martin Barlow. Adrian Littlejohn. Still Adrian Littlejohn, harshly brought down, but the referee plays on. Paul Williams, an outstanding cross in terms of height, but unfortunately the direction was all wrong, and a promising attack is ruined. We played 8 minutes. Plymouth, Argyle 0, Southend 1. Mick Heathcote. Heathcote again. And Mark Saunders now wearing the number 8 shirt this afternoon. Certainly some determined tackles there. Corazon's layoff isn't good enough. And Saunders being warned that his tackle was a bit harsh there. Shake of the hands. Let's get on with it, boys. A free kick there taken by Harris. And what a good free kick it was. And unfortunately, the goal scorer there, Nathan Jones, failed to control the ball to good effect. And a good opening there for Southend, ruined really. Just Corazon forward at the moment. Little John and Billy joining him. Here is the Canadian international on his own at the moment, having to lay off the ball. And Nathan Jones with a firm challenge concedes a throw-in. Here's Barlow. Barlow inviting a challenge there, but the offside flag is up, much to the disgust of the fans. And it's a free kick to the visitors. Setback for Argyle this week when they received the news that Jason Rowbottom faces another 6 weeks out before he can return to action from a knee injury. He started the season so well, Argyle really could do with his services at the moment. Runs through to the goalkeeper. Here's Paul Watton. Checking out his options. I think he's aiming for Corazon here. Indeed. Martin Barlow. Barlow earns a free kick. Regis Coulbant accused of the foul. Seems shoulder to shoulder to me, but Martin Barlow certainly won't be complaining about the decision. So what can Barlow now produce? 11 minutes into this first half. It's a great free kick, and Simon Royce had to be at his best. It's a corner kick. Plenty of players on the goal line. Obviously, I want to put pressure on Simon Royce. Bit of pushing there between Littlejohn and Royce. The referee just sorting that out. Argyle obviously want to put pressure on the goalkeeper, and that was a bit too much pressure in the referee's liking. Well, this talk taking rather too long for the fans' liking. So Barlow finally gets permission to take this. A late run being made by Collins. And there is the Argyle number 2. Header in the wrong direction. Billy would have loved to have had a crack at that, but just beaten to the ball there by Hallen. Well, the fans saying that Gridley was clearly offside there. The linesman disagrees, and play can continue. Littlejohn concedes a free kick. A foul there on Julian Hales. Allen. Well, Heathcote, calm as you like, back to the Sheffield. I'm sure it wasn't that easy for him, especially with Rammel breathing down his neck. I'm not sure quite what Jones was doing there. He's just putting his side in a bit of trouble. Argyle being told to attack by their fans. Here's Littlejohn. Still Littlejohn. Lays it off to Marcus Saunders. Barlow. Saunders again. Argyle very patient in their build-up. Good passing football here by Argyle. Collins now needs the cross. Delivers it. Corazon. Rammel will now try and hold the ball up. Here's Mick Heathcote. Here's Adrian Clark, who's been one of Southend's most impressive players in this first 14 minutes. Hales. The wingers obviously being encouraged to attack by their management, and it runs very, very kindly, but completely misses hitting it was Coulbant. Collins then didn't clear the ball to good effect, and Southend continued to pressure. All sorts of errors there from both sides. Here's one player who hasn't been producing that many errors so far. That was Clark. Allen to Coulbant, who really should have done better moments earlier. Hales. This is Adrian Clark, and it needs the attention of 2 players to finally thwart his efforts. Jones. Good wing play. Away by Heathcote. Then by Barlow. And Billy. Adrian Littlejohn not happy with that challenge on him. The referee not happy either. Free kick. It's taken quickly, looking for Corazon. Corazon's header. Wouldn't have really known where the goal was, had to rely on luck more than anything else, and luck wasn't really on Corazon's side then. The Corazon will be feeling quite pleased with himself, having scored Canada's opening goal last Saturday against Mexico in the World Cup qualifier. That's Heathcote. Hales. Williams and Clark in a firm battle there. Throw into Southend. Goal scoring chances at the moment at a premium. Here's Collins. And again, Little John on the end of some rough handling there by the Southend players. And he gets another free kick. Here's Martin Barlow then. Little John having another tussle with a defender. He's certainly getting involved in the action. It's an inviting free kick there. Corazon. A rather disappointing end to a promising move there. Here's Chris Billy, lovely turn. What an outstanding player he can be at times. Mauger. Carlo Corazon out left. He's got options in the penalty area. One of them there was Williams. Tries to flick it on. Well, Argyle really haven't got at their visitors so far. They've had plenty of opportunities to cross the ball in, not always doing so, and when they do, you're waiting for a striker to get on the end of it, but the Southend defence has been well marshalled so far. Now some confusion here, what's going on? An Argyle free kick. The referee now making up for his earlier disagreement with the Argyle fans. So Martin Barlow, again responsible for taking the free kick. Fails to create that much, to be fair. Here's Billy though, out left. The ball runs out of play and it's a throw into Southend. Billy's not happy with that decision. Flick on there was by Mauger. Little John does well to get control of the ball. Very little options, to be fair to him. And Jones is not happy with Barlow there. Barlow, a rather harsh challenge, to be fair. Flying in. And he's going to have a word with the referee here. Just telling him to calm down. That's Warren. First time shot, it's deflected and it's into the back of the net. Adrian Clark, who's been one of Southend's most impressive performances in this first 20 minutes, is rewarded with a goal. And Southend United, without a single point away from home this season, are on course for their first victory away from home this season, thanks to the second goal in 20 minutes. Adrian Clark, the goal scorer, and Argyle are in deep trouble. Well, 2-0 down, the opening 20 minutes of the worst of possible scenarios for Mick Jones. And one of Argyle's major assets this season has been the character in the side. Well, it's a full test of that now. So much is going to be asked of them now to try and get anything out of this game. Williams was fouled, it's a free kick to Argyle, and Argyle now have no choice but to push as many people forward as possible to try and just attempt to get back into this game. Southend lead by 2-0. And it's off the crossbar. It's not going to be Argyle's day, is it? Mick Heathcote there with a header. Doing what he does best in his attacking positions, rising above the defence, and desperately unlucky not to reduce the Southend lead there. Well, Paul Williams is going to take this one in his own half. Collins. We envisage now for the next, 69, 70 minutes. The Southend are now going to be more than happy to defend their lead. Two goals, two deflected goals at that. Before today, Southend's away record was played 5, lost 5. It was going to take something special from Argyle now to change that. And the goal scorer, Adrian Clark, signed from Arsenal after a loan spell. And he decided to join Southend despite interest from both Ipswich and Wigan. I understand Cambridge are also interested in him. Littlejohn. Argyle's throw in. Watson and Heathcote are both in the penalty area. There's Watson with a flick on. It's a good one at that, but nobody on the end of it to take advantage. And it's just hacked away by Southend. Throw into the visitors. Oh, we're delighted with the start they made to this game. You have to say they're certainly looking the better side. Argyle perhaps have had more possession, yet they've not really created that much with it. And apart from that header by Heathcote, it's hard to think of a time when Royce has really been troubled. Here's Adrian Clark. Had a good game so far. Watson, who's being severely tested today. That's Julian Hales. The return here is Nadai. Taking a bit of a back seat, but he'll be happy with the side performance so far. Clark was going for another deflected goal there. John Sheffield. Well, the one thing of comfort for Mick Jones will be that time is on his side. We're only halfway through the first half, so plenty of time for Argyle to get back into this game. And they've got a good opportunity now with their third corner of the game. Martin Barlow is going to take it. Paul Watson on the near post. Billy, is he going to go for glory? Instead plays it out wide sensibly to Martin Barlow. Barlow, not the best cross in the world. Not the best clearance in the world by Southend either. Here's Hales. Falls to the ground, play continues. Allen. He's been around, Martin Allen. Very good player to have on your side. Clark. Heathcote can't really play the ball back to his keeper. Hales concedes a throw in. Littlejohn. Does well to find Barlow. Good ball by Barlow. Saunders, first time ball to Billy. This is better from Plymouth. But Billy stopped in his tracks. And a rather clumsy tackle there by Billy. He knows it. Here's Barlow. Well, Southend fans must think they're in dream world at the moment. 2-0 up, and we've only played 25 minutes. Before today, Southend had lost all 5 of their away league games this season, scoring only 3 goals. And they also crashed to a 5-0 defeat at Derby in the Coca-Cola Cup second round. And as I was saying earlier, their 2-0 home defeat by Bristol City last Saturday was watched by a crowd of less than 3,300. The Blues' lowest crowd for 5 years. But those loyal fans behind the goal have certainly been rewarded with a good performance so far. Can Argyle now give them something to cause concern? Little John failed to reach full contact on that ball. He was queuing up for the volley, never really got on the end of it. And it's a Southend goal kick. Regis Coulbont on the touchline is just receiving some treatment at the moment for an ankle, it looks like. But play will continue. Southend for now down to 10 men. Morget. This is better, Little John. Clumsy play there by Billy and Little John. Needlessly giving the ball away. Lack of communication. Here's Billy again, hoping to make up for that error. Williams. Barlow pleading for the ball to be played to him on that left-hand side. Indeed it is. And it's Argyle's 4th corner of the game. I think this is setting up for a lot of Argyle pressure for the remainder of the game. Nothing for Southend to do. They've done their hard work by scoring 2 goals. The onus is now on Argyle. And perhaps now they might create something from their 4th corner of the game. 28 minutes into this first half. Martin Barlow again is going to take it. Well, Simon Royce elects to punch the ball away and proved to be the right decision in the end, taking no chances. Here's Collins. Good flick on there. Corison with a header. And for the first time, Simon Royce has been stretched. I think he made it look more athletic than it was really needed to be, Royce, but nevertheless, it was a header on target there by Corison, and it needed some work to be made by the Southend keeper. Now at the other end, it's Clark to Sada Nadei. Well played, Paul Williams. Julian Hales. Lovely cross there. And Andy Rammell header wasn't really perfect, but it was still hanging loose for a while. Here's Little John. We have to say, why is he on his own? Argyle are 2-0 down, aren't they? But Little John's doing some outstanding work here. Little John shoots! What an unbelievably brilliant goal there by Adrian Littlejohn. And Argyle are back in business. Well, Littlejohn was on his own, so elected to go it alone, if you like. Shot from outside the penalty area, and although Simon Royce got a hand to it, couldn't keep the ball out of the back of the net. And what a game we have in our hands now. 29 minutes into this first half, it's Plymouth 1, Southend 2, and it's a bit of a goal feast here at home park. Littlejohn's 3rd goal of the season, having scored earlier this season at home to Grimsby and away at Carlisle. And that was superb play by Littlejohn. Shade to the old Adrian Littlejohn during the promotion year. Here's Morget. Suddenly there's a much better atmosphere here at home park. Billy. Lovely wing play by Chris Billy. Billy's cross, and it's the goal! What a comeback by Argyle! Chris Billy might take the credit for that. Corison as well might have got ahead to it. But whoever's goal it was, Plymouth Argyle have produced an amazing comeback. 2 goals in a minute. I think Carlo Corrison's going to take credit for it. Well, he scored from Canada last week against Mexico. He scored again here at home to Southend today. Capping an unbelievable week for Corison. And was an amazing comeback by Argyle. It's 2-2, and who would have thought such a comeback was believable just 2 minutes ago. Well, we've criticised Argyle perhaps in this opening half hour, but you have to say, for once, Argyle's play was spot on. Lovely wing play by Billy. Outstanding wing play. Got past his man and then produced a beautiful cross, and Corazon couldn't really miss. And suddenly the Argyle fans have woken up. Carlo Corazon. His first goal for Argyle this season, after scoring 6 other appearances. And I was talking earlier about the Argyle spirit, and it's been more than evident in this last few moments. Little John. And Southend now must be shell-shocked. They've got to regroup. And here's Mark Saunders. Well, that's brilliant by Saunders. He didn't give up the chase. And suddenly it's as if 2,000 more people have filled the ground. The atmosphere is completely different. Complete turnaround. Here's Heathcote. Ronnie Morget. Can Williams keep it in play? No, he can't. It's a throw into Southend. So far this game reminded me of a game when Peter Shildon was in charge. When Argyle played Rotherham, they were 2-0 down in no time, and yet by half-time they'd made a miraculous comeback to go 4-2 up in front. And Argyle now trying to emulate that superb performance back in, I think it was 1993. It's an Argyle corner. Everything going Argyle's way at the moment. Argyle fans will point to the fact that they've had 5 corners to Southend's 0 in the opening 33 minutes of this game. That alone suggests that Argyle perhaps deserve more than a 2-0 defeat, what was on the cards at one stage. It's a Barlow corner here. And Argyle will just want to play on, and they just won't want this half to end at the moment. But Argyle now caught sleeping. It's Andy Rammell. One-on-one against John Sheffield. And a superb save by Sheffield. Watson and the header. And suddenly the rub of the green is going Argyle's way. And it's not really been Andy Rammell's season. 10 goals last year, but he's struggled to hit the target this season. And perhaps if that had been the Andy Rammell of last season, Southend would be back in the lead. Argyle now not giving up anything. They're determined as ever. Here's Rammell, hoping to make up for that miss moments earlier. It's a great cross. And Collins got the merest of touches, which surely kept Nade at bay. Jones, his cross there. Flick on by Rammell. Hits Barlow. My goodness, we're going to have some heart-stopping moments in this game, aren't we? Williams. Corazon, Morget. And here's Phil Gridlett. Allen. Onside again, Rammell, and another howler. 2 chances in a minute for Rammell, and he'll be disgusted with himself. At the same time, Argyle will be disgusted with the linesman for not raising his flag there. And Southend have suddenly regrouped and shown Argyle that this game's far from a fairy tale for them. What's the referee given there? I think Martin Barlow was fouled. The referee won't allow that to be taken there. So who's Watton got to aim at? Saunders, Littlejohn, Corazon and Morget are all in the penalty area thereabouts. There's Morget's header and Littlejohn just failing to make contact. Well, Royce won't be happy with that clearance. Conceded unnecessary possession. Barlow. Andy Harris with a foul. Adrian Littlejohn being impeded there. And I think we're going to see the first booking of the game. Well, Andy Harris returns to the side today after a 3-week absence because of a cartilage operation. And now the former Liverpool youngster is going to be the first player to be booked this afternoon. Whilst the referee books Harris, Argyle just discussing what to do with this set-piece move. Not a million miles away from goal, so Corazon or Barlow might prefer a crack, or he might have a little move here from the training ground. Littlejohn also fancying his chances perhaps. But Royce busily preparing his wall. So can Argyle now complete a fine comeback. Paul Watson surprises them all, hits the wall. Corazon. It will find Billy in the end. Billy just drills it in. Barlow, first time cross perhaps? No. Controls it, then gets the ball into the penalty area. Easy header there for Coolband. Collins. Play on, says the referee. Collins might have expected a foul there. Billy. He has looked good on that right-hand side, but just too much height on the ball for Carlo Corazon. Here's Rammel. Really should be on the score sheet by now, Rammel. Southend Day. Well, good covering back by Billy. Mature play there, and now Littlejohn, a stunning turn of pace. And Harris back to Royce, and it's a throw to Argyle. It really is end-to-end stuff. The flag is up, by the way, it's an offside. Well, that was risky. Littlejohn was lurking, but they get away with it, Southend, and now they attack. Andy Rammel will chest that ball down and then look for support. It's there in the form of Julian Hales. That's Coolband. Hales is cross. Collins not the best header in the world. It's much better there from Heathcote, but still not away. Martin Allen has plenty of time to just decide what to do. Clearly not a foul by Morget, and now Argyle attack. Littlejohn on the left. Williams making an outstanding run into the penalty area. Might he be found here by Littlejohn? Still Littlejohn. Finally dispossessed there by Allen. Here's Adrian Clark. That's as offside as it comes. A rather ironic and sarcastic round of applause from the Argyle faithful, aimed at the referee's assistant. Adrian Clark's down on the ground at the moment. Stretch is going to be required. And then, like Wonder Woman, he gets up. Barlow. And Barlow failing to pick out a teammate. Adrian Clark's fit enough to come back on the field of play. Can Argyle get that third goal? That would cap a marvellous first half for them. They might do, or just doesn't run kindly for Saunders. The Southend defence caught napping and could have been punished there by the former Tiverton man, Mark Saunders. That's dangerous, good block by Wotton. Allen, I was about to praise the way he's controlled the first half of and now Littlejohn's been accused of a foul. Well, Littlejohn's looked so alive, especially in this last quarter of an hour. Showed some stunning turns of speed. But after a bit of a poor clearance by Martin Allen, who's had quite a controlled first half, Littlejohn was accused of a bit of shirt tagging, and it's a Southend free kick. We have to say it's a beautiful October's day on both sides at the moment, producing some good football to really produce some entertainment for these fans. Rammel. Free kick, Rammel fouling Heathcote there, throws the ball to the ground. He's going to get into trouble if he keeps doing that. And John Sheffield will take this free kick. Heathcote. Morget fouled. Not sure what that was given for, to be honest, but Argyle won't complain. Saunders. Plays the 1-2 a Littlejohn. Away by Harris. And there's Regis Kulbant. That's my Gaelic accent for you there. And Adrian Clark. Much closer to home. London dad. Rammel. It's not really been Rammel's half. And Barlow. Well played. So we're into stoppage time now. Waiting for the time the referee allows for first half stoppages. Can't think of too many, to be honest. Littlejohn fouled. I don't know if you can hear, but Littlejohn protesting with the referee vigorously. Rammel with a flick on, Watson with a clearance. Well, when Adrian Clark scored Southend's second goal after 20 minutes, it looked like it was going to be one of those days for Argyle. Clark adding to Nathan Jones' third-minute goal, but credit to Argyle, they've not given up. And 2 goals in 2 minutes from Adrian Littlejohn, and then Carlo Cozen after some beautiful work there by Chris Billy. Have set up a fine second half. Half-time here at Home Park, it's Plymouth Argyle 2, Southend United 2. Well, we've had a quarter of an hour now to take all things into account. And both sides deserve credit for their first half show. Southend for such an electrifying start. They really could have torn Argyle apart, especially if Andy Rammell had been on form. And then Argyle also deserved the credit for coming back into the game when a lot of teams would have given up the ghost. And I think 2-2 is about a fair reflection at this stage. Neither side's been the most dominating side. But one thing that we are sure of is we now have an interesting second half on our hands, to say the least. Both sides now aiming to gain 3 vital points. A draw won't really do for either side. Wins are needed at this stage. And full start, and then we're away. Flag is up. John Sheffield then. Pumps the ball forward, looking for Corazon. There is Corazon. Away by Gridlett. Heathcote had to get the ball away quickly, and now Allen. But dispossessed there by Mark Saunders. Corazon keeps the ball in play, but fails to earn possession, and now Ben Lewis clears, but only as far as Barlow. Bit of a pinball machine out there at the moment. Neither side gaining long periods of possession. Well played there by Paul Williams. Here's Martin Barlow. Still Barlow. Here's Salah Nadayi. Adrian Clark. Argyle's throw in. Mark Saunders. This is his second season at the club. Or third season, rather. And Rammell trying to flick it on, but fails to find a teammate. Allen there. Ryan Allen got the last touch, currently on loan from Portsmouth. Injuries have prevented him from making an impact up at Radham Park. It was only a few years ago he was making quite an impact in the Premier League, especially for West Ham. Williams. Adrian Littlejohn beautifully chested down, and then a nice ball too for Morget. Billy. Can Littlejohn get on the end of this? Argyle's, no, Southend's throwing. Littlejohn will argue with the referee and the linesman, but at the end of the day the decision's final and it's a Southend throw-in. Was a bit of a scrap down there. Saunders. Beautiful there by Martin Barlow. Well in. Allen. Allen caught dithering. It's now Littlejohn. Morget powers forward. And in the end, Morget guilty of a foul. It did look very untidy out there, and Morget gives a little wry smile, I think acknowledging the fact. Simon Royce will take this free kick. That's Heathcote's header. Barlow. We're Southend throw-in. On that left-hand touchline, it's Southend Adayi. Heathcote doing a good job. And the ball's still in play. Just incredibly enough. In the end, I think it came off Billy last, and it's a throw into Southend. We're 5 minutes into the second half. A rather quiet start to the second half, it has to be said. Especially after some of the drama of the first half. Billy flick on. Number 3 was Jones. Gets the 1-2. And a lot of strength being shown there by Simon Collins, and then a good play to get the ball out of danger. Good play by the former Huddersfield Town man. Corizon. Chris Billy holding his back. Chris Billy, the last player you want to be injured. Morget. Littlejohn on his own. But again, lovely play to find Paul Williams. Williams takes on his man, but he might just put too much onto that ball. In the end, Argyle get a corner out of it. They're sick for the game. And as I said in the first half commentary, Southend have yet to earn a corner kick. Just check Chris Billy. He looked very uncomfortable moments earlier when, after a bit of a harsh challenge, he was holding his back. And he still doesn't look 100%. For now, all minds on the corner by Martin Barlow. Morget. Heathcote going for the spectacular. That's Collins. Drills it in. Barlow's going to chase it. And does well. Corizon. Final clearance there by Harris. And no sooner is Corizon causing problems there than the ball was back to Sheffield, and again. Billy, I'm pleased to say, looking all right at the moment. Martin Allen. Adrian Clark. The new man here, Southend Adayi. Put through somehow. He's trying to square it to Rammel. He might still get a second bite of the cherry. Indeed he does. And yet another howler from Southend. Regis Kulbont emulating a appalling miss in the first half by Andy Rammel. Southend, after poor defending by Argyle, got not just one but 2 opportunities. And he blasted over Regis Kulbont. The Frenchman who made his debut last week against Bristol City really could have made a real impression with those Southend fans. And that's to go down as the first real opportunity of the second half. The offside flag's up. A little drawn, a good run, but it won't count. That's Morget. Earns himself a free kick. Martin Allen, a bit too aggressive there. Ball watching, giving players plenty of time to push forward. It's not the best of free kicks, but he still finds Corazon. Very lucky there, Watton. Billy, a hanging cross. Saunders. Royce in all sorts of trouble. And Littlejohn unable to take full advantage of the error there by the Southend goalkeeper. Argyle, on the other hand, looking a lot more composed now in defence. Easy header there for Harris. Billy. Now Simon Royce is sporting an injury here. Seems to be holding his eye. It must have been on that challenge on Littlejohn. I can't imagine an object being thrown from the crowd, especially from that distance. By all accounts, Simon Royce, 26 years of age. A good shot stopper and very agile. And speaking to some Southend supporters before the game, they told me they've got a good goalkeeper on their hands here. No pun intended. The last time Southend visited Home Park was back in 1992 when Southend came away with a 2-0 win. A Nicky Marker own goal and an Ian Benjamin second half strike, giving Southend the points. That defeat left Argyle bottom of the old second division, and Argyle never really recovered. They got relegated that season. If I remember correctly, that was Peter Shilton's home debut at Home Park. And I also remember missing that game because I was up at Villa Park watching Aston Villa beat Liverpool. One of the few Argyle games I've missed. It's an Argyle throw-in. Chris Billy in a bit of space, but the ball didn't run kindly to him. Corazon and Morget between them. Regain possession. Billy. It's a throw into Argyle. And Argyle just slightly getting on top at the moment. The 12-minute mark in the second half. It's 2-2. Both sides have a great opportunity to earn 3 points. Morget appeared to be impeded, but play will continue. Billy. Collins. It's not a brilliant cross, but it's awkward. Royce again struggling, and Morget has an empty net, but Royce makes up for his mistake, and then Barlow, who scored two beautiful long-range efforts against Walsall in Argyle's last home victory, saw glory again, but this time blazed the ball high into the away end. Well, Royce was flapping early on, but then he made up for that with a fine save from Ronnie Morget. The ball then ran to Martin Barlow, and he perhaps should have kept the ball down, and looking in his face immediately after that shot, he was very disappointed with himself. Collins. Billy. Adrian Littlejohn. Always on the move, Littlejohn. He goes for goal, and it strikes the woodwork. The ball then hit Royce, and it could have gone anywhere. Luckily for Royce, it went behind for a corner. This is Argyle's 7th corner of the game. And Littlejohn found some space and shot low. And Argyle inches away from taking the lead. Collins. Saunders well in. And now suddenly the break's on for Southend. And Southend breaking very dangerously in numbers. Williams getting the merest of touches, but it's enough to deceive Allen. And Southend, all they get from a promising break is a throw-in. It's really happening now, isn't it? and it's anybody's guess who's going to win this game. Southend in their first corner of the entire game. It's taken them 59 minutes to do so. It's played short, a good cross in. Saunders' header. Throw into Southend. Trainer's going to be required here. It's Southend who's down. But technically he's not on the pitch, so play should be able to continue. Indeed it's going to Nathan Jones, who opened the scoring for Southend, will take the throw in. And it's a throw into Argyle. Goal kick, rather. Well, I know earlier this season, Adrian Littlejohn's been practicing training, just drilling the ball first time. Low on the ground, he's been practicing a lot. He scored a goal similar to that in training against Grimsby, I remember. It seemed to have paid off then, but the woodwork prevented Littlejohn from scoring his second goal of the game. Rammel, not seen much of him in the second half. He's twisting and turning and he's still got possession. Rammel. Heathcote struggling but finally gets it away. Clark. Clark, it's a good cross. Rammel, the furthest player back. Vital foot in there by Collins. And now Billy trying to turn but fails to do so successfully. Here come Argyle through Littlejohn. Littlejohn's going to have to go it alone for now whilst he waits for support. There's Morget. And now Paul Williams. Corazon finds Chris Billy. And Martin Barlow, first time cross. Instead plays it short to Billy. Bit of passing here from Argyle. They really need to be more direct. Oh, Barlow, what an eager player he is. Finally gets it in and like a terrier. Allen in the end covering back. It's a corner kick. Barlow's taken all 8 of Argyle's corners in this game. Heathcote flicks it on. Saunders. Paul Williams. Corazon. Neat flick onto Barlow. Barlow's surely going to cross it in now. It's a beautiful cross. Vital header, doing a captain's job, Andy Harris. And the pressure now all in that Southend half of the field. 17.5 minutes into the second half. It's Martin Barlow with another corner for Plymouth. Well, it's a good spell of pressure for Plymouth. It might come to an end now through Adrian Clark. A very poor ball. Argyle will just want to keep pushing now. Owen is not beyond them. Corazon. Jones. Billy well in. Corazon, the Canadian international. Still going for glory. Well, Argyle appealed for a back pass, but I don't think Adrian Clark would have known too much about that. Ball back to the keeper. Well, Rammel looks a bit offside. The referee plays on. It's still Rammel. Rammel across the face of that goal, and it looked dangerous, and the referee's assistant being given a bit of stick for not raising his flag. But Rammel turned beautifully, lost his marker, tried to drill a ball in towards Sada Nadaye. But Nadaye wasn't really alert to get in there quick enough, and a chance goes begging for the visitors. Collins finally says that's my ball. After Barlow tried to tackle him. Collins. It's a goal kick to Southend. Well, Argyle have hit the woodwork twice now in this game. Mick Heathcote in the first half when his header hit the crossbar, and Adrian Littlejohn's low drive that beat the goalkeeper, but it didn't beat the woodwork. But then Southend have had some glorious opportunities. Andy Rammell had two great chances in the first half, including that one-on-one where John Sheffield produced a marvellous save. Didn't really give him credit at the time, but Sheffield blocked that shot, Rammell shot very well, and then Regis Coolmont in the second half blazed over, and really he should have at least made John Sheffield earn his money. Well, what's Allen doing here? He's going to go for the most spectacular goal Home Park's ever seen. Wake up, Martin Allen. We're not in the Premier League now. Trying to do a David Beckham. Ended up doing a David Seaman shot, but never mind. Barlow. Adrian Littlejohn fouled there by Ben Lewis. Ben Lewis, who's been given his chance because of injuries to Harrison, Lee Rogers in the past, or Leo Roger. But even though Andy Harris is back on the side, Lewis has done enough to stake his claim at that number 5 shirt. Approaching the halfway stage in the second half. Here's Adrian Littlejohn. 2 players against him, never going to be easy. Collins needs to wake up. Heathcote, glorious ball. Littlejohn. And Money Moshe with a chance, is it? Corazon trying to flick it on a second time, but just too high for the Argyle number 10. There's certainly been chances in the second half. Here's Regis Coolmont. Clark. Still Clark. Paul Williams with a block. Number 3 is Nathan Jones. Rammell. Argyle finally stop him in his tracks, and now it's Littlejohn. Here's Billy. Billy's cross, looking for Corazon. He's got possession. What's he going to do with it? Corazon, Littlejohn. What's Littlejohn brought to the ground? Argyle fans appeal for a penalty, but Littlejohn just lies there, thinking what could have been. It was a good little opportunity for him if he could have got control of the ball. Collins. I think Argyle have just earned a throw-in out of that one. Barlow. Billy. It's a corner kick. And in terms of corners, Argyle now in double figures. Heathcote and Watson are now both pushed forward from defence to try and add a bit of weight to the Argyle cause. Barlow, it's another good corner. And it's as you were, he had another one. Well, after a great start by Southend, it's fair to say now Argyle are on top slightly. Can they get the goal that their pressure deserves? Here's Saunders. And it's a goal kick. And Home Park is silent again. Collins. Well, it's attack after attack at the moment for Argyle. Billy. Still Billy doing brilliantly on that right-hand side, but what a terrible cross. And Billy would be the first man to admit it. Well, we've still got 20 minutes, so plenty of time for something dramatic to happen. After all, it took Argyle just 2 minutes to score 2 goals. In that first half, of course. Poor old Mick Heathcote was rather bullied there. Morget. Well, our referee's blown up for something. It's an Argyle free kick. Approaching the 26-minute mark. And Simon Royce just happy to get on with things after a bit of brave goalkeeping there under the challenge of Carlo Corazon. Sheffield. Corazon's won a lot of area battles today. It's not the first thing you'd associate with Corazon, his heading ability, but he's been well in there today. Adrian Littlejohn's onside, a glorious opportunity for the former Sheffield United man, and he completely fluffs it up. And then it was calm if you like, I don't believe that. Lovely defending there by, I think it was Ben Lewis. But Adrian Littlejohn was through one-on-one and he would have been expected to do better there. Rounded the keeper but couldn't play it back to Billy. Well, Corazon's is offside as they come. Why bother Carlo Corazon? Never mind. He thought Christmas had come early. And I know he's had a lot of good fortune in this last week, but that's spreading it just a bit too far, isn't it? It certainly is. Here's Heathcote. Ronnie Morget, it's a foul. Well, play won't go on forever. Argyle got to make one of their chances count. Billy. It's going to run kindly to Corazon, is it? Well, the linesman's flagging, and Corazon is the man who he's flagging about. It will live 6 of one, half a dozen of the other to me, but the referee disagreed, and the referee's assistant, and Corazon gives away a free kick. Well, with only 16 minutes left before full time, Argyle have plenty of attacking options as they strive to get that vital third goal. Neil Illman, Els Jean and Paddy Wilson are all available to Mick Jones. Don't be surprised if you see one of those make appearance before full time. Southend have Keith Dublin, Chris Perkins and Andy Thompson available. No substitutions being made by either side as yet. Argyle, though, playing quite well at the moment, in fairness. And what's the referee doing now? I think Littlejohn might be in a bit of trouble. Well, it's an Argyle free kick, so it's Julian Hales, the man who's going to be spoken to by the referee. Versatile performer. Signed from Fulham on a free back in December 1994, and he's about to join Andy Harris in the book. Quarter of an hour left in this second division fixture. It's 2 goals apiece. Martin Barlow's going to take this free kick. Plenty of height, that's what you like to see. Royce, not for the first time today, elects to punch the ball away. And now at the other end, Southend Nadaye against Paul Williams. Paul Williams, can he keep Argyle out? It's in the back of the net. And totally against the run of play, Southend Nadaye has put Southend back in front. Paul Williams bravely tried to keep him out. He's on the floor injured. But Southend have a new hero in the form of Southend Nadaye. And with quarter of an hour left, it's back to square one for Argyle. And Southend will now forget the horror of that first half when they conceded, let their 2-goal lead slip away. It's 3-2 to Southend. Well, 1 minute it seemed Argyle were attacking. The next Southend were on the break, and Southend Nadaye is not exactly had the most exciting of games. He's been a bit quiet, but that time he was certainly alive and electric. Beat the on-rushing John Sheffield as well as Paul Williams, who I thought had kept him out with some good defensive work. And for his troubles now, Paul Williams is on the floor injured. Well, Argyle have produced one comeback today, then they're going to have to produce another one. And they've got about 14 minutes to do it. Paul Williams holding his chest. He'll be bitterly disappointed that he couldn't produce a heroic piece of defending there. We have to say Argyle have been looking very good for this last quarter, half hour. Not the most likely side to score, but football's not always fair game. Southend on the break, punishing Argyle for missing so many gilt-edged chances. And now it's up to Simon Royce and his defenders to keep Argyle out, and Southend their first win of the season away from home. Well, Pele, eat your heart out. Southend Nadaye deserves the applause he gets from both sets of fans for a cheeky bit of work there. Saw Sheffield off his line and tried the lob. And I held my breath because I thought that was going in. Morget. Saunders. Barlow now. What's he going to produce? Morget up there. And as calm as you like. Lovely that kind of there by Andy Rammell. Back in defence. Usually number 9 should be everywhere but in defence, but this time Rammell did a good job. This is Regis Coulbont. Signed from Toulon, and he might be setting up a goal there. Rammell just smashes one. And he could have had a hat-trick today, Andy Rammell. Instead, he's not got a single goal to his name. He was certainly instinctive, he deserves that credit, but again, he's had 3 superb opportunities and he's only forced 1 save out of John Sheffield. Well, times are running out now for Argyle. Not like the first half when they had all the time in the world to try and make a comeback. Now they've just got 11 minutes to go. Corazon. Chris Billy's through, but the offside flag is up, is it? Well, that's outrageous by the referee. Argyle have earned a free kick, but Billy was one-on-one against the keeper. Surely the advantage rule should have been played. And a referee quite rightly being followed by a set of angry Argyle fans. Very controversial moment. And Billy would surely have at least forced to save out the keeper. He was through. And Southend have got out of jail there. Well, Mr. Clive Wilkes has got it wrong there, I'm afraid. But I'm afraid it's history for Argyle now. They just have to get on with things. Billy. Morget, back to Corazon. It's an Argyle throw-in. Be interested to see the reception the ref gets at the end of the game from supporters and management team alike. Should the score stay at 3-2. Morget. Lewis. Could go anywhere, this ball. It's an Argyle free kick. Andy Harris a bit overexcited with the challenge there. Take it quickly. Barlow. Saunders! An open goal. And we thought Argyle's luck had finally changed when they came back from 2-0 down, but it looks like their luck's finally run out now. Saunders, in fairness, was stretching, but he would have been expected to have scored there. Clark. Here's Collins. Corazon helpless. Morget. Again it's Corazon. Disappointing play. Be a historic moment for Alvin Martin. Should his side hold on. His first away win in his management career. That'll do Southend, waste a few more seconds. The Argyle subs warming up, but it might be a bit too little too late. There's not much time left on that clock. Just 7 minutes to go. Free kick to the visitors. Number 6, Ben Lewis. Harris. That hit Heathcote. Adaye straight into the hands of Sheffield. And they'll be eager just to get on with things now. Here's Littlejohn. It's an Argyle free kick. I think a draw at the very least would be what Mick Jones feels his side would deserve. But Southend, on the other hand, have defied the critics' men. It looks all against them, haven't they? It's Martin Barlow. Drifts it in towards Corazon. Now it's Billy. Billy, the flag stays down. Royce elects to punch. And Royce gets up, thankfully. Here's Adrian Clark. Cool Bond. Nathan Jones, whose 3rd-minute goal opened today's proceedings. With on the left-hand side, drills it in, Heathcote. And now it's Saunders. Here's Billy. There's still time for Argyle. There's still time. Corazon. Billy. Wonderfully cut out. The experience of Martin Allen. But Morget to Paul Williams. Still Paul Williams. But he's asking too much of himself to have a shot on goal, but at least he earned a corner. Argyle's 12th of the game. 5 minutes left. And Argyle now pushing everyone forward. Heathcote and Watson as usual in there. So too is Corazon, Littlejohn, Morget. The linesman's flagging at the meantime. We're going to see Elgin be introduced to the field of play. Well, this is all Mick Jones can do now, bringing on an attacker for a defender. Watson's going to come off. And Elgin. 1 goal this season, Elgin. This is really the last throw of the dice now by Mick Jones. So Jean takes his place, Barlow takes the corner. On his own, Southend Adaye. Pump clearance there by Julian Hales. It turned out to be an excellent ball to Clark. The break is on here. Jones to his left. Picked out. Nathan Jones, the Southend number 3. And this is possession football by the Southend now. If they keep possession, then Argyle can't score. And that means 3 points for Southend. Well, Southend just their 2nd corner of the game here. And we've got 3 minutes left on the clock. Poor corner, Littlejohn. But Jones does well to dispossess Littlejohn and prevent the break. Barlow. Morget with a firm tackle, but the referee's going to let it pass. Free kick, Plymouth Argyle's way. And Billy just wants to take it. And then patience has to be the order of the day. Two minutes left for Argyle to equalise. Collins drills it in. There's Heathcote's header. The flag was up anyhow, it wouldn't be counted, but the referee just playing on, but it's a bit late now. Especially in the eyes of Chris Billy. Barlow's almost playing in defence at the moment. Billy. And what an overreaction here by Adrian Clark after the foul there by Martin Barlow. And this is not what you want to see. Ronnie Morget getting involved. And this is just not what you want to see. It all started after a terrible overreaction of Adrian Clark. It was a bad tackle by Barlow. He was just following through, in fairness. And Adrian Clark grabbed Barlow, completely unnecessary. And a rather ugly end to this game. Well, Barlow's got in a bit of trouble, I do fear. And Adrian Clark deserves to be booked at the very least. Because his overreaction started that brawl, if you like. There was nothing serious though. I think it was handbags at 10 paces, but action needs to be taken. Barlow then is booked. And what action now against Clark? Just the yellow card. Clark's lucky to escape. So now we can carry on what we're meant to be watching, a bit of football, not boxing. Billy forward, looking for Jean. It's Adrian Littlejohn, he might have overrun a bit. That certainly came off Julian Hales, and now it's Argyle's last chance. Most unbelievable, Argyle's 13th corner of the game. And their fans, the Argyle fans, will claim that Argyle's second half display certainly deserves something. Barlow then plays it short to Billy. Billy's cross, and it's in there, no! Looks can be deceiving, it was Morget's diving header, but it was wide of the goal, and that might be Argyle's last chance. The fans in the Mayflower stand certainly thought a goal had been scored. Here's Littlejohn. Well, rather strange clearance by Coulbon, but it's another corner. We're 2 minutes into stoppage time now, and still play continues. Barlow in there. Heathcote trying his best. Billy brings it down. Billy shoots! Stunning save by Simon Royce. Tips over. Argyle's 14th corner. Martin Barlow again takes it. And Simon Collins, I think, got his head to that, but agonisingly over. And Southend fans behind that goal breathe a sigh of relief. Approaching the 3rd minute of stoppage time. And Southend will be delighted with this. Keep possession. Collins, Williams. He came off Barlow last, I do fear. It's an Argyle throw-in. Throw into Southend. And play still allowed to continue. Well, he scored the winner Saturday day, trying to score the second there. And not the best games from Sheffield when you're tied at 3-2 down in stoppage time. So Southend earn the points. Argyle's second home defeat of the season. And Southend's first points away from home this season. It all started in the 3rd minute when Nathan Jones put Southend in front. Adrian Clark's deflected effort after 20 minutes put Southend 2-0 up and the game looks over. And then Argyle put a bit of a comeback on. Adrian Littlejohn and Carlo Corazon scored 2 goals in a minute. And it was 2-2 at half-time. Argyle did everything they could in the second half to try and get back into the game. And in 14 corners, Southend's 2. that whilst Argyle fans deservedly applaud their side off the field, Southend are going to be the side that come away from home park with the 3 points, when after 75 minutes, Southend beat the on-rushing John Sheffield. They put the ball into the back of the net. And Argyle, despite Adrian Littlejohn hitting the bar, Mark Saunders missing an open goal, and Chris Billy, when put through, being stopped by the referee's whistle, it wasn't enough for Argyle. And it's finished Plymouth Argyle 2, Southend United 3. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Richard Hoskin.